Hey guys, welcome. My name is Eber, and today we're going to be talking about something that is quite basic in terms of Spiritism, but it's still important that we start from the fundamentals, and that is, what is Spiritism? So, Spiritism is essentially a 100% Christian doctrine, and what does that mean exactly? So, we follow Jesus' teachings as well as the Spiritist codification by Allan Kardec. And this codification is essentially a collection of books or an groupment of teachings given to us by high-ordered spirits through mediums. And then Allan Kardec gathered all of this information and, applying the scientific method, was able to organize these books in a sensible way that really dives deep into what it really means to be alive and the meaning of life. In fact, now, considering Spiritists are 100% Christian, we really work hard to follow one of Jesus's most important commandments, and that is, you shall love the Lord God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and as well as you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. And we're just going to break that down a bit. So first, what does it mean to love God in all of these different ways? Well, it certainly isn't just loving God and just saying I love God, but also loving all of His creation, that is, the plants, the animals, the people, nature, and all of the opportunities that God gives us every day. And secondly, love your neighbor as yourself is one of the cornerstones of charity, charitable work, and kindness and giving of others. And it's really about worrying and caring for other people other than just yourself, No matter the religion, the belief, the social status, the economic status, we will always be there to aid those who need it. So as Spiritists, our aim is to develop positive qualities within ourselves. Things like humbleness, patience, forgiveness, indulgence, which is tolerance, and compassion and humanity, basically everything that Jesus talked about. On the other hand, as Spiritists, we're also constantly fighting against our negative qualities, things like selfishness, harsh judgment of others, pride, and even hatred. Things that don't really benefit not even them and not even myself, But why don't we just call ourselves Christian? Why are we calling ourselves Spiritists? Well, because we address supernatural phenomena and explain it as just spiritual activity. And we'll dive into that for sure. Now, in all this abundant information that we can find in the codification and in the gospel, there are certain elements that stick out. And we study these, of course. Things like reincarnation, which is a single spirit's journey or process of evolution through many corporeal lives. That is, through many lives, as a matter of fact. Now, we also study healing of our bodies, which essentially is mediums, rather high-ordered spirits using mediums and other methods like cellular modification to heal people. And we've seen many of these situations, things that we're just like, that's impossible. How did that even happen? That's a miracle, And all of this can be explained by spiritual activity. Now, we don't only assist people that are alive. Through this obsession, we help spirits that are lost or in need of help that have already passed to the other side. And another very important aspect that I'm sure you've heard about in terms of Spiritism is psychography. Now, of course, there are many other ways that spirits can communicate with us, but psychography is one of those main methods. Now, psychography is a written means of communication between the spirit world and the material world. And I'm sure you guys have heard of Francisco Xavier. He is a Brazilian medium that basically worked all of his life using psychography to publish many, many books about what the spirit world is like and what life after death is like. Now, before continuing, there's an important side note that we should talk about, and that's about money. So in Spiritism, we don't charge anything, and we shouldn't be charging for anything, because we follow one of Jesus's most important precepts. That which we receive for free, we give for free. Because not everybody has means to pay for services or participate in conventions or even reunions, and we can't discriminate economically. Just because I can't pay for something doesn't mean I shouldn't have access to it. But what does that mean exactly? Well, it means that in spiritual centers, you're not going to be charged tithing, you're not going to be charged a monthly subscription, and nobody needs to essentially bring money or anything along those lines, because access to the spiritual world should be free. And in this sense, of course, if you'd like to donate to your spiritual center, that's more than welcome in terms of anonymous donations. Because of course, like any other building, we have rent, utilities, and all that stuff that need to be addressed and taken care of. But we will never turn you away for not paying anything or for not bringing money with you. Now, going back to Mr. Xavier here, he basically worked his whole life writing psychographies and assisting the needy, and never charged one dime for it, because he truly believed that helping people was more beneficial than profiting off of people, you know. And that's really beautiful. I'm sure there are many other figures, and I can think of a few that have done similar actions. And you know, that's all about Spiritism. That's pretty much all that we have to say about Spiritism. It's all about love. It's all about becoming a better person. It's all about helping everybody, including the needy. It's about making this world a better place, starting with you and your actions of charity. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys have any ideas or any questions, you know, feel free to ask. If you're feeling charitable already and you want to help people, then yes, sharing this video will definitely be a charitable act, opening up people to such information. You know what I mean? And it's only just a click away. It's not too much, man. Now, if you're just starting your journey and you want to learn a little bit more about Spiritism, you can find a lot of information online in terms of PDFs and books and psychographies that have been published already, and everything is readily available, free, of course. And in this sense, I leave you all with kind wishes. So may our Master Jesus help you and help all of us in illuminating our path and blessing us, so that we can all, in general, become better people. See you next time.